Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. And man, we've got a fantastic show lined up for you tonight. Monday Night Football. And I tell you what, I think these two teams historically have been pretty good. Philadelphia Eagles and your Green Bay Packers have a great one tonight. If Freddie Bear said it best, man, who's got it better than us? Nobody. Nobody indeed. I feel like the great Kirk Franklin ready to testify tonight. Let's go. It's going to be a good game. Going to be a good night. Spell Dog said, what's up, everyone? Man, what's up, Spell Dog? Hello to everybody in the chat. I will get to you. I promise. If you are new, please say hello. Say what is up and introduce yourself to the crew. I promise. The most friendly in the game. Your home is already here and your seat at the table is ready for you. Can't wait to see you. All right. Aubie said, AB buddy, how confident are you in Philly? Can Green Bay really lose 2 in a row at home? That's a great question, man. A great question. And I'll tell you what, let's jump right into the game. We don't have any time to waste. So, Eagles at the Packers. Packers, 1.5-point favorite. A total of 45.5. So, as Aubie said, do the Packers have it in them? Or will the Packers lose a second straight game at home? Philly, coming off a bye, ready to go. You know Philly's ready to get down. This is going to be a heavyweight fight. So in the chat, do me a favor, okay? Answer 2 questions for me. Who wins this game? That's it. Who wins this game? And do both teams score 20 points or more? I know that I sound like a broken record asking that question again, but I asked that question for a reason. Because we need to figure out the path to success and financial reward in this game. So I'm interested in your thoughts. Drop those in. Just answer number 1, who wins the game? That's it. Answer number 2, do both teams score 20-plus points or more? Tizzle, great point here. Keep in mind the books get absolutely rinsed if the Eagles and the over hit. Bingo, right there. And Tizzle, what about them field goals last night, dude? The Tizzle special, man. I love it. Great work from the crew. Absolutely, man. Spell Dog said, am I a member? You are, sir. Look at that signification right there beside your name. All right, so let's jump into the game here. Like I said, Packers, 1.5-point favorite. But is that number going to move? We've got about an hour until kickoff, so let's figure it out. Now, first way to do that, jump into the picks. Let's go. All right, here's what we got tonight. Who's ready to get down? Jordan Love, over 2.5 rush attempts. That's right. Now, I don't hate Jalen Hurts on the ground by any means. But Jalen Hurts, you're going to need 9. You're going to need 10 rush attempts. Again, don't hate it. But I like Jordan Love here in this spot. Over 2.5 rush attempts. I think it's a sneaky little play. Basically even money. Love's averaging, I think, 3.1 rush attempts per. And especially in a game like tonight, could be that move. So I'm going to roll with it here. Jordan Love, over 2.5 rush attempts. Next, on the Eagles wide receiver, Devontae Smith, longest reception, over 20.5 yards. Minus 120. All right. We talk about it all the time. Whenever you're betting an Eagles game, slow down. Right? This thing begins and ends with Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley. And it's, you want to talk about difficult to project which one's going to do the work? Or is it both or both not? I mean, it's difficult for them too. It's difficult to coach this team, right? Like, they are a complex being. Not that the Packers aren't, but the Eagles are a beast, man. I like Devontae here, but I'm going to show you some numbers from the books for Jalen Hurts. Have you seen these? Jalen Hurts' passing numbers aren't 200 yards. Now, books could be horribly wrong, but I'm just giving you the rules of war, right? So I'm going to take Devontae Smith on his longest reception. I want to get this in one shot and go. Next, Jalen Hurts, anytime TD. I'm not going to overthink it. Jalen Hurts, cold weather, Arctic plunge, 20 degrees on the road. That tells me they're probably going to do the tush push tonight. And I swear the Eagles are a magnet for the 2 and 1 yard lines. Rich, AB, I listened to you from getting burned by the Eagles before. Now I just bet Barkley and Hurts. Absolutely. I've learned this. Liddy said, is AB wearing gloves? No. Do I look like I would be? Gloves. Yeah, Rich. Hey, I'm telling you, right? Like, let me say this. Unfortunately, in life, like at work, instruction manuals are written in blood. Okay. And bad beats are written in money lost. Yeah, I agree with you, Rich. I have been burned badly trying to get too creative and too cute in betting the Eagles. And I've learned my lesson. Now, we could be very wrong tonight. This could be Devontae, and you name it, whoever, right? It's always a possibility. But Rich, you are speaking my language and you're speaking the truth. Begin and end with Saquon and Jalen Hurts, and then work yourself from there. But begin and end with them because they tend to get a little selfish with the ball. And I don't mean that negatively. I mean that's what the offense is. So, yeah, no doubt, Rich. I agree. I've been burned on that a lot. All right, Hurts, anytime TD. Eagles plus 1.5. Yeah, Aubie, going back to your question. Look, I've got mad respect for both of these teams. I just look at it and I say, all right, who is better offensively? Philly, I guess. Who's better defensively? Philly, I guess. I mean, Green Bay is solid in both of them, right? Like, but if you give me a cold weather game off a bye week and a team that's better at running the football and a team that's better at stopping the run and playing defense, I mean, I'm not going to overthink it. Ow, I could get smoked like a Sunday brisket, but yeah, man. I'm going to roll with it. All right. Saquon Barkley, anytime TD. C2 picks above. I'm not going to overthink it. Saquon anytime Tutty at plus 105. And then Jordan Love to throw a pick at plus 125. So Jordan Love, over 2.5 rush attempts. Devontae Smith, longest reception, over 20.5 yards. Jalen Hurts, anytime touchdown. Eagles, plus 1.5. Saquon Barkley, anytime touchdown. And Jordan Love, 1+ interception at plus 125. Whale says, good evening, crew. Do small things with great love. Love that. Number 2, how's your dad doing, man? He's back at home. Everybody good? How we doing? Chop on. AJ Brown has been due for a while. Also, seems like Romeo Doubs will get double teamed. So Christian Watson or Williams or Heath seem destined for anytime TDs as well. Chop on. First off, good to see you. Second, yeah, I agree. AJ Brown is so due. So due. This passing game is not due because they've actually been chucking it the last 2 games. But yeah. I agree with you on AJ though, no doubt. And knowing AJ Brown, he ain't quiet about it either. He might be reading a book on the sideline, but he's letting somebody know in the facility. I assure you that. All right, so these are the picks. Let's jump into these 2 teams. So again, look at the Eagles, their last 2 games. 28 points, 38 points. Feeling it. Scoring in every quarter. Touchdowns. They've scored in the first quarter in every game this season. Are you seeing this? They've nearly scored in every quarter or every game in the third quarter and the second quarter. Curtis, good evening, crew. Good evening, buddy. But I mean, there's no but. Philly, I think, is going to be on a mission coming off a bye. Now, you look at Green Bay. You know, we act like Green Bay has a bunch of problems. They don't. You know, are they playing up to their ceiling? No, I think Green Bay fans would say the same thing, meaning that this team is really good. Yeah. Sights. Look at the Packers in the fourth quarter. That's why I say this team is really good. They remind you of Georgia. They play for 60 minutes, man. Matt LaFleur is a good football coach. He's very hands-on. He's cool, but he's like Sean McVay. He's very buttoned up. They've got to get going in the first half, specifically the first quarter. Look at the first quarter. Cincinnati, 0. Arizona, 0. Steelers, 7. Panthers, 0. I mean, what's up, fellas? I have a feeling that Green Bay is going to look to score a touchdown the first quarter. I think they're going to come out aggressive as hell. Now, you can come out and do whatever you want against the Eagles. Doesn't mean it's going to work. That said, though, Green Bay's really, really damn good football team at home. I think they're going to make a valiant effort to put up touchdowns in the first and second quarter. Emilio said, "What's up, crew? What's up, baby? Good to see you, man." Big Gabe. Jacobs over 2.5 receptions. Smith, Dubs over both over 25 yards receiving plus 120. Good to see you, man. Good to see you, and Gabe. Appreciate that. Okay, so those are the scoring graphics there. Let's take a look at the quarterbacks. Jalen Hurts, Jordan Love. Now, you see what I'm talking about? Jalen Hurts, 197.5 yards. Will Jalen Hurts throw for 200 yards tonight? Yes or no? Answer in the chat. Jordan Love, 235.5. Pass attempts, 26.5 for Jalen, 32.5 for Jordan Love, 18.5 completions, 20.5 completions. Longest completion, 34.5 yards for Jalen, 38.5 for Jordan Love. Big Brian, good evening, AB and crew. Good evening, buddy. An interception, plus 155 for Jalen, plus 120 for Jordan Love. Now, you have obviously, let's take a step back and remember that there are dynamic runners in this game. Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs. These are the real deal. So you're going to see some somewhat low numbers for Jalen Hurts because they're always this way. Big Smith, what up, fam? Yeah. So, number one, if you're playing anything with the Eagles, we're going to have to start here with Jalen Hurts in the air. What's he doing? How many times are we throwing? Jared, Jalen Hurts under pass completions, but don't mind him at 200 plus yards. Should be playing from behind. There you go. And that's Jared brings up a great point. If you believe in the Packers and the Eagles, just like back and forth, let's just say tied game, just score, punt, score, right? Jalen Hurts could smoke this number. If you believe that Green Bay is playing with a lead or heavily a lead, Jalen Hurts could obliterate this number. And I'm going to show you why. They've been throwing the last two games. So Jared has an excellent point here in this, that if you get the right game script, quote unquote, so to say, these are very low. And this is the danger with betting the Eagles, because you're going to have some numbers that are just beyond, right? There's too much. But you're going to have some like this where it's very, very attainable, man. All right, let's check out the run game. Saquon Barkley, 77.5 yards. That's actually low for him because he's going up against great defense. Let's also remember that. Josh Jacobs, 67.5 rushing yards. 17.5 rushing attempts on both sides. Longest rush, 18.5 for Saquon, 13.5 for Josh Jacobs. 13.5. I mean, you can get 13.5 on a nice draw when you get 3rd and 12. Saquon, we know he can take it to the house anytime. Look at this anytime TD, though. Book's giving you a little hint here. Saquon plus 105. Josh Jacobs minus 155. Look at the confidence in the book saying Jacobs is the touchdown play. Jared, I think good games for both Barkley and Jacobs. I agree. And these are two excellent defenses too, right? So, yeah, Sites, what's home field at Lambeau worth? 2 points, roughly. A good number to have is 1.8. Did it flip? The Packers are now plus 1.5. It flipped. It jumped the fence. Wow. It jumped the fence in real time. There we go. All right. So, yeah. Now, again, look at this anytime touchdown. Plus 105, minus 155. 2 touchdowns. Plus 600, plus 350 for Josh Jacobs to score 2 touchdowns. Plus 350. If you are somebody looking to bet a touchdown tonight, Freddie said, AB, it sounds like an over. That's the difficult part, too, is that these two teams can play great defense. But, damn, they can play some offense, too. Yeah, so keep an eye on Josh Jacobs here. Now, take a look at the full picture in the run game. Again, we talked about Saquon and Jacobs. Jalen Hurts, 33.5 rushing yards. Over under Emmanuel Wilson for the Packers, 20.5. Jordan Love, 10.5. Tank Bigsby, 8.5. Over under on yards. Look at rush attempts. Jalen Hurts, 8.5 at minus 105. There you go. Jordan Love, 2.5 minus 106. Jordan Love averaging 3.2 rush attempts per game. Jalen Hurts averaging 7.2 rush attempts per game. Josh Jacobs, 17.6. Saquon Barkley, 15.9. So now receiving. What the hell do we do here? A.J. Brown for the Eagles, Romeo Doubs for the Packers. A.J. Brown, 56.5. Romeo, 52.5. Both of these numbers are so attainable, it's crazy. Whale said first play, tush push, plus 1,500 of the game. Watch. Dude, now that you said that, they're going to run the opening kickoff back to the 2. I'm going to bet it now. I have to. Receptions, 4.5 on both sides. Again, if you think that it's a passing attack tonight, both of these guys are studs, obviously, right? 22.5 longest reception for AJ, 21.5 for Dobbs. Plus 185, plus 175 anytime touchdowns. 2 touchdowns, plus 1,500, and plus 1,400. So, Bibbo says, the Packers win and Vegas gets all the money. I think I'm playing with Vegas, but I'm hoping the Eagles score first and bet the Packers live at plus money. There you go. Yeah. Hey. Oh, every night's exciting, isn't it? Now, looking at the attack here in the pass game, not that many names. Sometimes we can't even read this list. Christian Watson, 43.5 yards. Devontae Smith, 54.5 yards. Dallas Goedert, 35.5. Oh, Luke Musgrave. That sounds like somebody we all went to high school with, doesn't it? Yeah, old Luke Musgrave. Yeah, he played catcher. Mm-hmm. Pops owns a convenience store up there on Main. 27.5. I don't know where my brain goes. I apologize. Josh Jacobs, 18.5 receiving yards. That is a good number, actually. And there's another one here that I'm very tempted on. Saquon Barkley, 16.5 receiving yards. Jahan Dotson, 7.5. Take a look at receptions. Saquon Barkley, over 2.5 receptions, might be a snack. Josh Jacobs, over 2.5 receptions, might be a snack. All right. If you could find a way to move these numbers down, like Josh Jacobs at like 2+, Saquon Barkley 1+, maybe 2+. Be careful. I've been burned on that. But this is a game where running backs catching passes out of the backfield is a very, very real thing. I just don't know how high I would go, and I don't think that it's that high at all. But if you could find a way to maneuver yourself, right? Something like a 2-1, 2-2, if you're feeling it, keep an eye there, man. There's going to be money to be made with running backs catching passes out of the backfield. Tight ends, too, for sure. When you have good defenses, think in, right? And what I mean by that, when you have good defenses, think in. So if you've got 1st and 10, all right, 10 yards, we've got 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down to get there. Man, when it's a good defense and you want to throw 6 yards, those routes, they can get cut to 4 yards, right? You especially with pressure, all right? And both these teams can do that. So completions and short pass attempts, especially 2nd and 3rd options in said plays, if you're running, say Indy 3, run, whatever. Your right side, man, you've got that running back that's going to wheel it out. That's your safety protection for sure. So keep an eye on these, man. Running backs for sure. Yeah. Peggy, AB, Jordan Love. Jordan Love, 2 temp. Oh, nice. Plus 11,000. Peggy, first, good to see you. And second, now we're talking. I love it. Phelps, Jacobs and Barkley, 50 rush yards each. Eagles plus 7.5 plus 108. That's a beautiful look right there, man. Beautiful look. Speaking of that, let's get to parlays, but we'll get to the picks first for anybody who may have came in just a touch after we went through them. Apologies, it took a second to get there. Let's get it. All right, Jordan Love, over 2.5 rush attempts, minus 105. Devontae Smith, longest reception, over 20.5 yards, minus 120. Jalen Hurts, anytime TD, minus 105. Eagles plus 1.5, minus 115. Saquon Barkley, anytime TD, plus 105. And Jordan Love, 1 interception at plus 125. Freddie Bear says, I hope Philadelphia Eagles don't come out playing nonchalant. Agreed. And especially coming off a bye. And that head coach, Sirianni, he'd been lacing into him a little bit. All right, let's jump into parlays. So what we try to do, okay, is identify. I don't know why I opened a pen, but we try to identify the first parlay of just something we can put together. It does not have to pay off our house and generations of kids that don't exist yet, all right? But it can get us an arbitrage opportunity, and defining an arbitrage opportunity is any abnormal or any opportunity to make abnormal profits, right? He's from South Dakota. All right, so let's get into these parlays. Now, first one. Let me know what you think. And again, everybody's been here knows, but if you're new, if it's your first time, you are free to criticize and tear these parlays apart, tear the picks apart in the chat. Trust me, the whole goal is to just all of us make money together, right? So you're not going to hurt my feelings. That's the whole point of this. Point out what you like, what you don't like with any of it, right? It's all in good fun. But I do have to say it because I'd be the same way. Like, well, I don't want to criticize the guy. Like, I don't want to come off negative because there's no tone, in text. So, all right. It's me getting neurotic in the brain again. Applesauce brain has stepped in. So let's get to the parlays. All right. Plus 470. Eagles plus 5.5. Jalen Hurts, anytime TD. Jordan Love, 1 interception. Saquon Barkley, 2+ receptions, plus 470. What do you think? You could take Saquon Barkley off, and it's plus 365. Literally, Eagles plus 5.5, Jalen Hurts anytime TD, Jordan Love to throw a pick. Those three together are plus like 365 or something. Roger said, evening, Liners. Evening, Big Raj. Good to see you, buddy. We can begin the night now, my boy. So good to see you, man. So, yeah, if you want to mess around with receptions, get that number up a bit, plus 470, you could go. If you want to clip that off and just go with the first three, dude. Yeah. Did you just say? No, I said neurotic, but it's a form of eroticy, I guess. Eroticism. I think it just got demonetized on YouTube. That's why I go with applesauce brain. So, yeah, plus 470. What do we think? What do we think here? All right. I just went Carmen Sandiego. Dude, by the way, side note. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Great show, great computer game, great song. They had it popping. All right. Second one. So, in the second parlay, what we try to do is identify who's going to score a touchdown in this game and parlay it together. We've tried it with 4. It was tough. We tried it with 3. It was tough. We got it last night. Luck and a prayer, baby. So maybe 2 is the right number. Okay? Big Craig, greetings, AB and crew. Actually watching along with my wife, Tara. She says hi. Tara, first off, so good to meet you. Craig is the man. All right. Glad you all are safe. Glad you all are good. Again, Craig is the man. So that makes you the queen. All right. Tara, fantastic to meet you. Now, what do we think about this parlay? Okay. Craig, what do you think, bro? Sorry, I didn't mean to hit that button. Saquon Barkley and Josh Jacobs plus 238. What do you think? TJ, loved Carmen Sandiego. Thought the geography stuff never stuck. Well, here's the tough part. Where in the United States is Carmen Sandiego? We were good. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Got a little more difficult. My Madagascar knowledge was not up to par, but it made us better and tougher, right? And finding the henchmen, they had the little cute animation. All right, anyways. Applesauce brain. All right, Saquon, Josh Jacobs, plus 238. Can this hit? That's it. That's all we need. Or you go in here. Because, Raj, I like the way you think, big boy. I'd be inclined to take Hurts. They're going to get as much push out there while it's still legal. There you go. You want to play Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley? Plus 335. Or you could play Jalen Hurts and Josh Jacobs at 330. We've got options. So we're going to stick with the 2. And now I'm playing both of them. And also, I give you the little screenshot there of before the bet's placed, because anybody that knows DraftKings, once it's placed, it's unpostable. It would be unreadable. It's a mess. So, but I'm in on both of these. Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley, as well as Saquon Barkley and Josh Jacobs. Plus 238, plus 335. Yeah, there might be more ways to go, but I'm going to keep it simple. Now, what was asked? Hold on. Jeff, hey, Randall, what's for dinner? Randall, what is for dinner? What's Tiff making? Pork chops, cheesy potatoes, broccoli, and croissants. Woo! Tiff in there doing work, looking tough. Way to go, Tiff. All right. So those are the parlays. Okay. Now let's jump into it. Let's jump into it right. Yeah. Let's go to the no fly zone. Let's go. All right. Jalen Hurts against the Green Bay Packers defense here. All right. Packers secondary rankings 25th short left, 27th short mid, 12th short right, 1st deep left, 13th deep mid, 22nd deep right. These numbers aren't great, but this defense is legit. This defense, the secondary specifically, gets left on islands because they're good. So they give up completions. They give up some yards. They'll give up some points, but I'm so fascinated with how much the Eagles have to throw the football tonight. And let's go back 2 weeks ago against the Vikings, because look, the Eagles, the last 2 games, have been throwing it. David, what's up, bro? Now, the quantity, it doesn't ever get really that high, 19 to 23, but he threw for 326 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 picks. That's why we say, that number of it being, 197.5 for Jalen. Look, Jalen Hurts, when they want to let it rip, he will obliterate his passing numbers from the books. You just have to catch it in the right game. That's the game you're playing. Is this the pass attack or no? Absolutely smoked it. Liddy said, 1999, buy some subs. Big Liddy, my boy. Oh, man, I do have to do that. I've got to get 5 to ice. Hang tight. I'm glad that you said that. Thank you for the super sticker, obviously. Yeah, I mean, Jalen can get down, dude. But you just have to catch it the right time. He could throw. They could be throwing 35 yards down the field, or they could be throwing 2. Yeah. And David, yeah, because it's cold outside. No doubt, right? But again, even if it's cold, neither of these teams care. And remember, the field is heated too. Now, the big question is the wind. That is your question tonight. Answer the wind, and you'll be all right. Down on the field, they'll be fine. I mean, it's already hot down there. Even when it's cold, it feels great. Like, they'll be all right. But the wind, big time. Now, I'm not saying that the cold doesn't matter, because it does. David's 1,000% correct, right? Yeah, figure out the wind. Now, you look at Jalen against the Giants. 24 of 33 for 283, a touchdown and a pick. And look at this passing attack. Only touchdown pass of the game came behind the line of scrimmage. Crystal, what up, AB and crew? What up? Good to see you. 34 degrees with winds 14 miles an hour. 14's not too bad. The gusts, we'll have to keep an eye on. But, I mean, again, it's cold. Like, that 34 is real, right? This, you know what else happens in games like this when it's cold and 2 teams are physical? You get a lot of TV timeout breaks because players are hurt laying on the ground. You're going to get 1 million of those tonight. 1 million of them. It's going to feel like every play there's somebody down. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. A lot of times it's some big boys trying to get some air. They start doing the fake stretch the leg move. Pull the knee. Now, that move isn't fake, but you can see sometimes they're just like, hey, we're just going to just stretch you just a little bit. All right. You okay? Yeah. I just need a minute. Get me over to that bench. But no, this could be one of those games where it gets very annoying. Now, if I was talking to Jalen Hurts before the game, I'd say, how much pass do we need? Big dog. What are we fit to do on the ground? Because when Philly gets into optimized mode on the ground, Jalen could throw for 340. He could throw for 40. Saquon, Jalen, or both? What are we doing? Again, it's the same question. It's number one. Starts and ends right there. All right, A.J. Brown. Some games he's a decoy. Some games he's live. Which is it tonight? And answer that question, then answer it about Devontae Smith. Again, that question is essentially the same thing as question number 2 and question number 1. How much passing is going to be in the game plan tonight? And here's an interesting one. Jalen, we're coming off a bye on the road. We don't get to be the underdog all that much. What's that feel like? Yeah, I think the Eagles might relish that role. 3.5 stars for Jalen Hurts to throw a pick tonight. If the pass attempt, if he hits over his pass attempts, he'll throw a pick. You've got to figure out the pass attempts. And I don't know the answer because I've tried, and this is a complex being to figure out. But if you can figure out the pass attempts, everything else with Philadelphia answers itself. You just have to figure that out. All right, taking a look at Jordan Love here. Well, how about you take a look on the left at the Eagles secondary rankings? They're pretty good. Short left, first in the NFL. Short mid, first in the NFL. Short right, 29th. I'll tell you why that is in a second. 15 deep left, second deep mid, and second deep right. Mike says relish, roll. We talk about food? Always talking about food. Hey, and I fed Frank too. I fed Frank. He's got food out there. Our boy's taken care of. Yeah, okay. So you look at this secondary. It's phenomenal. Now, you're saying, why is short right 29th? What the hell is going on? I'll tell you why. For a right-handed quarterback with nowhere to go, you throw it short right. You know what I'm saying? That's your last spot. And that's generally what happens with the Eagles defense. You get down to your third and fourth read, and you got nowhere to go. So you dump it off to the short right. I swear to God, that's exactly why. Don't overthink it. That means that this defense is friggin' legit. They funnel you there. They want you to go there. So the question is, can Jordan Love bust you up in other spots? And absolutely, he can do that to anybody on any given time. But Jordan Love is going to go against the grain tonight. There are going to be plenty of checkdowns. However, look at that shift in passing. It almost looks like an arrow from right to left, right about that 5-yard line, doesn't it? I think that Jordan Love is going to try to attack the left side. Keep an eye on left or right with the Packers offense in the first half. Might mean something, might mean nothing. But just kind of mentally track it. I'm fascinated to see where this passing and what this passing chart looks like. But again, Jordan Love can make every throw. Again, it is an offense that's essentially 10 yards and in. It's a little deeper than most offenses, honestly, per capita, per average, whatever you want to say. And, I mean, look, he'll throw it 50 yards in the air and complete them. He can make every throw. But the question is, does he fall into the trap that every other quarterback does of, I got nowhere to go, and I'm going to dump it off short right, and it's going to be a 2-yard completion that went nowhere? That's what Philly does. They funnel you down into one spot where they can contain you, and you punt the football. It's fascinating. It's simple, brilliant, and simple. Well, hope I helped inspire a couple of people's dinner choice tonight in the Discord. Stuck on the couch after dinner now and haven't even had a left-handed cigarette. Yeah. Well, you deserve it, brother. There we go. Eagles starting center is out. That's a problem. That's a huge problem in a lot of areas. So, Jordan Love, let's watch the passing attack tonight. Now, where does he get into trouble? On the left side. Not serious trouble. Intermediate left. We talk about that's the most difficult spot to throw for any right-handed quarterback. Okay. Intermediate left. It's the most difficult spot. So when you see 68.8, that's league average, bud. But look at short right. What is happening there? Keep an eye on the short right flat tonight. And these bots are popping in. CBS, what's good? 3 sunglasses. Okay. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Yeah, keep an eye on that short right. I don't know what's going to happen, but something is. Good or bad. Now, if I was talking to Jordan Love, Peggy said sunglasses, baby. Absolutely. CBS said they're feeling it. How do we get a lead? Honestly. I don't mean that we can't do it. I mean, what the hell has been happening in the first quarter of the first half? How do we get a lead? I want to score points. I want to do it early. Josh Jacobs. Let's have a little Y12 nuclear game, all right? We don't have to go Manhattan Project, but let's go off. Come on, Josh. Need you, baby. Need a big one tonight, big boy. Apex mentality. Packers, are you an apex predator or not? Oh, man, Mike. Is today the – oh, it is. It's the Marine's birthday. Well, as a civilian to all Marines, thank you. I couldn't pay enough respect. Y'all some badass devil dogs. Y'all some badasses. I love it. You want a problem solved? Send in a bunch of Marines. Big respect. Happy birthday. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no doubt. And you know what else? I love that the Marines, the birthday's big. I mean, it is for all, right? But yeah, it is Veterans Day tomorrow. Yeah, obviously happy and early, Veterans Day. Thank you, obviously. Yeah, we'll definitely do. We'll do something tomorrow for sure. I'll tell you what. Tomorrow, if anybody has had anybody, if you have served, if anybody in your family has served, bring those names with you tomorrow. Let's do something cool. Yeah, bring those tomorrow. Packers and Peggy, thank you for the reminder, no doubt. Tony, at 250, they're still kicking ass. Yeah, they are, baby. Oh my goodness, I love it. Apex mentality. Look, the Eagles are an apex predator. Green Bay, are you? I think you are. So what do you got? All right. This one of them, when you get them nature fights, you're like, oh, lion versus a bird. Okay, whatever. Then you get the random lion versus lion, and you're like, oh, here we go. That's this. You're like, whoa. Orca versus orca. All right, what do we got? And finally, for anybody who's seen the wonderful movie Rudy, Coach Dan Devine, no one. And I mean, no one comes into our house and pushes us around. No one. And I mean that. Green Bay, this going to be a fight. Philly's a good team to test if you can go out and whoop somebody's ass or not. You got that in you? Do you have that in you? Because they do. And I think you do too. 3.5 stars for Jordan Love to throw a pick. It's going to be a fight. I can't wait for it. This is going to be one hell of a game, man. Two great. These teams have everything. The fan bases, all of it. History, all of it. I love it. I love games like this. And on Monday Night Football, it's going to be awesome. All right, let's jump back into the picks, and then we'll get into touchdowns. All right. Jordan Love, over 2.5 rush attempts, minus 105. Devontae Smith, longest reception, over 20.5 yards, minus 120. Jalen Hurts, anytime TD. Hoping that he gets in the end zone just like we just smoked that bot. Eagles plus 1.5. Saquon Barkley, anytime TD, plus 105. And then Jordan Love, 1 interception at plus 125. Big Freddie said, I'm a retired Navy man. Sir, and it's massive respect to all of you in every branch. And I love my favorite part. I didn't serve, but my friends that did and that are in other branches, I love that, like, they'll pick at each other, but if a civilian gets in, and not that we're making like, like the military jokes or anything, but like we just kind of like butt in, to mess with one of our buddies, they both turn around on you. And it's like, oh, don't need that problem. They know things I don't. So yeah, early, happy Veterans Day. Obviously, a huge thank you to all of you, and for sure, bring it tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube at Driving the Line. Whether it's you served, family member, anybody, bring it. Anybody. It doesn't have to be you. Doesn't have to be somebody that's right beside you every day. We're showing respect to any and all, baby. So bring it. Yeah, no doubt. And thank you all for sure. And I know that you hear that and you're like, yeah, but thank you for real. Very, very much. Thank you. No doubt. All right. Okay. So let's get into touchdowns. So we play a game. We have to pick the first touchdown score of the game at plus 1,000 odds or more. Okay. It's fun. But again, plus 1,000 odds or more. And you're saying, AB, I mean, is there anything else other than the money? Well, you get glory forever. And here's everybody who's in. So if you hit it, you get a diamond, okay? Big Spitzer is in. Zach is in. Matt Logan, he has 3. Big Wayne has 4. I have 4. It's just me. Dan Clark has 2. Ian has 5. Leader in the clubhouse there. Peggy has 2. Moshe has 3. Whale is in. Marshall has 3. Double Down has 4. Lydia is in. Pat is in. Cyclone is in. Big Dave is in. Curtis is in. Matty Boy has 2. Let me get a drink real quick. That's how many of you guys have hit. John has 3. Jared is in. Brian is in. Japan is in. Brad Betts is in. Big Drew has 3. Kevin is in. Addison's in. Jesse's in. Larry has 3. Z Money's in. Justin has 2. Bibbo's in. Big Brian is in. The Iceman has 3. That CBS bot with the planet is getting smoked. Tizzle's got 2. Big Jeff has 2. Patrick is in. No Chill is in. The Yamster, my boy, is in. David is in. Ron is in. Taylor's in. Ben Dickerson is in. Big Randall Mims, he is in. Scott is in. Big Tony's in. TJ is in. And Tracy is in. There we go. Okay. So that's our list. NFLHD.com says full game live baseball, white cap and out. All right. NFLHD.gov wants to talk baseball tonight. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. So drop who you have. If you're brand new, you could play. Everybody is welcomed and wanted to play, right? You don't have to pay for any of it. You don't have to do anything. And you will be remembered forever. And I'm telling you, it's the most fun game ever. So, first touchdown scorer plus 1,000 odds or more. Now, drop yours in the chat. My camera's reversed. There we go. You can also join the Discord there for free. If you're already in, drop that in there. Either one, both, just drop it somewhere. We'll get you. We'll get you, no doubt. All right. Look at Big Drew. Been stuck on 3 for a couple weeks now. Got to take the chalk. AJ Brown. I like the way you think, buddy. Sharp look. Okay, so drop yours in. I'll get to everyone's. Now, let me get the poll in the chat. I'll put the picks up on the screen. Oh, apologies. Where am I going? Drew. AJ Brown. I feel you, bro. I feel you indeed. Now, let me pull up the poll in the chat. And I'll get the picks back on the screen for anybody who needs those. If you need another slide, parlays, or anything, let me know. I'll get to it, and I'm going to read through everybody's. If you've got this, if you have the, it's got to be annoying. If you have your picks in and you drop your touchdown player in, you're good. You're good to go. There's nothing further that I'm going to add, right? So if you got to get going on your night, totally understand. But drop yours in. If you want to stay and hang out, yeah, obviously, please feel free. We'll roll here. But yeah, drop those in and we'll go. So poll in the chat. 1 second. Devontae Smith is the winner at 30%. Devontae Smith is the poll winner. There. Okay. So I'll leave these picks here. Just drop yours in. And again, if you've got the bets and you get your pick dropped in the chat, you're good to go. Nothing further. You're not going to miss anything. But if you want to hang out, it's your house, baby. You feel free to do what you'd like. And it'll always be that way. So, all right, drop those in. I'll tell you what, let me actually run and grab a water because I'm thirsty. Drop those in the chat. I'll be right back. I'll leave these picks right there. Let's make it last forever. All right. Been listening to some classic Keith Sweat. Let's make it last forever and ever. Don't let our love in. All right, yeah. Drop your touchdown picks. I'm going to start going through those right now. You're like, yeah, bro, I'd rather hear the touchdown plays than you singing Keith Sweat, dog. Iceman said, cooking up an old Midwest classic, tater tot casserole tonight. Oh, dude, that sounds fire. That is such a home-cooked Midwest meal. It hurts. I love it. I love it. David, Eagles plus half, minus 125. First half, a good play. Green Bay starts slowly. Yes, sir, they do. Yes, sir, they do, my boy. Okay. Still miss Mac Dre. Oh, yeah. Jesse knows. Jesse knows. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'm going to do it for the Bay. Okay. 100%, man. Fortunately, I can't get the Tizzle special in my books. Yeah, sometimes I can and sometimes I can't as well. The Tizzle special, both kickers kick a 33-plus yard field goal. It's a great bet. Hit the like. Thank you, David. Yeah, if you guys could, hit the like button. That'd be great, man. I hate asking for it, so I appreciate when you guys do. Yeah, it did have to be hell in practice. You're exactly right. It's going to help because the backup centers had issues to snap his forced Eagles go under center more, and they've been less predictable. Curtis, great look, man. Yeah, Jared, for sure. Happy birthday, Marines. Okay. Mike, you're looking good for 250, bro. And thank you for everything, man. I love it. Marines are awesome, dude. I love how wild Marines can get and how buttoned up they can get. That's a problem. You get organized chaos. Oh, that's awesome. Happy birthday indeed, man. You want answers? I want the truth. Jack Nicholson's such a badass. Yeah, happy birthday, Ray. He's definitely a badass. Oh, hell yeah. Every Marine I've ever known was willing to go. There's a mindset. I love it. I love it. I love it. All of it. I love it. I'm somebody who now I'm not saying anything military. I operate well with organization. So like I respect all military folks, like the little organized things that they do every day. It doesn't get talked about, but it's noticed. The little thing, doing the little things right. You guys do that well. Randall said, AB Troy can't spell Marines. Oh, I hope I see Troy tonight. Troy's a good friend of ours, Troy Thompson. He was in the Army. Oh, man. Troy, if you're watching this, buddy, happy Veterans Day, man. Thank you. Troy's awesome. Man. Roger, two of my grandsons were born off base at Fort Campbell. There we go. Fort Campbell's beautiful, man. Love that area right there, Tennessee and Kentucky. Man, I've watched that orca video post like 10 times. Dude, it's crazy. It's unbelievable. Like they're doing geometry. Oh man. All right, so here we go. 808, baby, was good. AJ Dillon, first touchdown, plus 7,500. Chuck Bednarik, a long time ago, showed the Eagles forever how to kick Packer ass. Big Chuck was a bad boy. That was a bad dude right there. Liddy favorite Stripe. Oh, Stripe's so good. What happened if the final score is the Eagles 14 to Packers at 3? Oh, we've got to have a good game at some point. I met Sal Powell this time, last year this time, because the ESPN special was our time. What'd you think? Did you like him, Sal Paolantonio? Yeah, well, I'm interested to hear your thoughts. Just notice the mullet is no more. AB getting clipped up. I cut it myself. I practiced that and I did okay, and I won't do that again. Oh man. Yeah. Oh, Stripes is phenomenal. Logs, I'm just here for the eternal glory. Yeah. Big Larry, Christian Watson, 1,500. There we go. I agree with that. All right. So whoever served shouldn't pay taxes for life. As we're saying, shouldn't pay taxes for life. I agree with that. Yeah. No doubt. If you put your ass on the line, hell yeah. Yeah. I'm down with that. You can pass that right through Congress or however the hell those things get done. How does it bill? I'm just a bill. Remember those cartoons? God, my mind goes. I apologize. Tizzle, Christian Watson, plus 1,600. Randall said, DG from me. Jeff got it. First touchdown. All right. We got Randall going. Dallas got it. We going Devontae Smith, Big Brian. Freddie Bear's got Christian Watson. Big Wayne. Dontavian Wicks. Nice look. Spencer. What's up, boy? Going with Dallas Goddard. I like it. What are the chances that tonight is a non-chalk first touchdown? Pretty small, right? Got to be Saquon, Hurts, or Jacobs. You would think. The only thing is if a wide receiver gets loose, right? Yeah, NFL on the dime of the night. Remember those stadiums where they had a baseball in it, like Candlestick? Dude, we won't ever see those again, will we? Those are cool. Oh, like when I see those highlights come up, you see like Bo Jackson, running across shortstop, on a long run in the Raiders uni, and you're like, this is cool, man. Oh, dude. Martez, Luke Musgrave, first touchdown, beautiful. Big Drew, A.J. Brown, nice. Zach, Devontae Smith, A.J. Dillon, Iceman going Watson, Sights, give me the catcher, Luke Musgrave, absolutely. Liddy, going Jacobs. Cyclone, I'm going Goddard, only because I want the Eagles to score first to do the Bobby Live bet. There we go. Bibbo himself feeling it too. Matty Boy on Dallas Goddard. Yep, Bibbo right there. Devontae Smith. Curtis, my boy. DG. Oh, man, what's Daniel Greer doing? Love DG. Goddard, 1,300. Big Tony. Goddard. There we go. Bo, TJ, Devontae Smith. Last TD going to be Tank. There you go. Christian Watson to bust along one eye. Big Ron, Saquon. No Chill. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow. No Chill Sports Media. Christian Watson. That's a good pick. I like it. Everett, Christian Watson. Good pick. Oh, should have cooked up a Love Hurts. If you don't have to like your pits, it's voided. Matty Boy, thanks, bro. Do you like first half under, full game over? I don't even know, man. Like, I lean to the over, but God. The other thing is that these primetime games have been duds lately. And it's cold. It is cold. It's tough. First half under, I think people have been rolling that. Parlays, yeah, let me get them up for you. Eagles plus 5.5. Hurts, anytime TD. Jordan Love, 1+ pick. Saquon Barkley, 2+ receptions, plus 470. And then touchdowns, we have 2. Saquon Barkley, anytime TD. Josh Jacobs, anytime TD, plus 238. We also have Jalen Hurts, anytime TD. Saquon Barkley, anytime TD, plus 335, my friend. There we go. John Boy going Christian Watson. Marshall going Romeo. Albie going A.J. Brown. David going A.J. Brown. Thank you, sir. Landon, what's up, babe? Goddard. It's 75 sober today. Let's cash it to celebrate. Landon, cash it to celebrate that indeed. Absolutely indeed. Proud of you. That is arguably, well, one of the hardest things in life to do. Great job, man. Great job, buddy. Proud of you, man. Proud of you. Celebrate that indeed. We'll damn sure celebrate that. Yep. No doubt. Emilio, Romeo, Lowe's. First quarter parlay, Dallas Goedert, 5+ receiving yards, Saquon, 10+ rushing yards, plus 115. Nice. Okay. Jared, Romeo, first TD, 1,100. Got your big boy. Have yourself a good night, man. Jared, I hope you're doing well, buddy, as always. Let him keep going. Hell yeah. I wasn't laughing at that. I was laughing at the comment below it. Yeah, Landon, that is awesome. Damn proud of you. I was laughing at this. C-Dub. What's good, baby? You doing all right? It's good to see you, man. It's just me. Got it. 1200. There we go. Yeah. Right. Let's make it last forever and ever. It's versatile. Oh man. I love it. Zach, Landon, if you ever need to talk, hit me up, man. I'm like 4.5 years. Boom. That's why I love talking. Because man, people have been through stuff and everybody is there for everybody. Love it, man. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are awesome. Let's see. 2.5. Yeah. Oh, good lyric right there. Yeah, absolutely, baby. Cyclone, how we feeling? Yeah, who does Ian have? Agreed, right? Well, just saw a pick of Devontae walking out of the tunnel. The Eagles page shared. I might ladder for the narrative. Oh, there we go. AB, I just put 500 on the Eagles. Let's fly tonight, my boy. Oh, snap. Let's go. That's a big boy bet. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Jordan Love, first quarter interception, 525. Yeah, thank you, Lennon. For real. Let's cash tickets, baby. Absolutely. Big John. Hey, that's you, brother. Hey, that's you, man. Hope you have a good night. Hope you have a good night for sure. So good to see you. Tracy, Devontae Smith got you in. There we go. Bibbo, I love the fact to Marine the Navy is just an Uber. What was that? The joke in A Few Good Men? Kiefer Sutherland. That okay. A Few Good Men was that was me and Sia's favorite movie. We would talk about it all the time, right? And what did Kiefer Sutherland say? You boys are always, whenever there's a war, you boys are always willing to give us a ride. Like, I love the interpersonal, like between the branches. It's so awesome. It's like brothers, you know what I mean? And you're not afraid to fight your brother, but if somebody comes in, you get all of them, and it's just so warm. Oh man. I said starting to cramp. The bots hit the over big time. They really did. David, AJ Brown. I like it. John Boy, Troy catches strays. Dylan's inactive tonight. Hey, Bibbo said, I've been meaning to tell you to cut the hippie hair, AB. No doubt. Do it yourself. Let's see. I think we're getting everybody. My mullet was so good. 90. I used to say Billy Ray Cyrus ain't got shit on me. I love it. Going Devontae. All right, got you here, big boy. Jacob Terry, B. I need all the points I can get for my fantasy team. Hey, all the points for Liddy. We need it. Let's get it. See him going Barkley. Freddie Bear, Joe Buck. I like Joe Buck, Troy Aikman. I know some people they like him, dislike him, and that's fine. Everybody's opinions their own. It's all good. But I like Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. Ian going Dallas Goedert. Yeah, good luck everybody tonight, no doubt. Do we get everybody? Charlie, there we go. Got to be Dallas Goedert. Beautiful look, my friend. Okay, yeah, I think we got it. Okay, we'll get out of here. Game's about to start. Make sure everybody get the bets, all that. All right. Thank you so much for everything. There we go. Camera got readjusted there. All right, it was blurry for a second. All right, everybody, best of luck. Let's cash these tickets. We'll be live tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern normal time. to knock it all out. But best of luck. Cash these tickets of these tonight, and we'll see you in the morning. Thanks.
Who's got it better than us? No!